So Bruce,
Oh God.
what was your first reaction when Holly told you about this idea, like crazy idea of 24-hour shoot?
To be really honest, I was like, really? Somebody's gonna be in our house for a whole day and night and then in the morning? And she said yes, and I said, ooh, that's kind of weird.
Well, he didn't understand it either at first.
Yeah,
like,
then
what?
she showed me kind of some ideas of what people had done, and I was like, oh, that is kind of cool.
Kids are so unpredictable. So I didn't know how they were going to react, but then at the same time, I guess this shoot, I wanted it to be our real life. So if they're going to cry, I guess that's what I want documented, even though when your kids are crying, you're like stressed and you're...
Yeah, and you captured a pretty good snapshot of our life. Because there's moments of love and peace where everybody's happy, and then there's moments of complete chaos where people are crying and dogs are barking, but that's our life. A lot of times I didn't even know where you were and that you were even shooting. So when we saw our images, I'm like, oh, I didn't even know you were capturing that moment. So
Plus you're so good with kids, like immediately you were talking to the kids and getting to know them. I think that helped a lot. It wasn't like just a random person in your house taking pictures. You were part of the action, and you were eating at the table with us, you were at the playground with us. So it wasn't like a...
Right.
You were part of the action, which helped a lot with the girls.
I think as parents, when you're doing those things with your kids, sometimes it's like, oh my gosh, we gotta go read stories or we gotta cook. And we don't really take a step back and see it for what it is, which is a pretty special moment. And when we see it as a picture, that's when you can step back and go, oh wow, that's a pretty cool thing that we get to read stories to our kids and tuck them in every night and kiss them goodnight. So it's kind of puts things in perspective, I guess. So really, really nice.
You know, all the time. Some of those moments, there are things that we would never have a photo of. Just to have that picture of us laying there, we do it every night. One goes to one girl's room, one goes to the other, and then we switch. But it's just our day-to-day life that those are the moments that I love, like just cuddling with the girls. And I know, well, pretty soon they're gonna not want to cuddle with us anymore. So that fact that we have pictures of that is amazing. When I said, I want to have our whole day documented, he's like, well, what would we do with those photos? But for me, I want an album. Some of these moments are so intimate and so personal to us that I don't know if I want every single one of them on social media
Right, sure,
or
absolutely.
printed. So when guests come over, they see this, but it's something that I want to have printed, and because I don't want it to get lost in the digital world. And so I want it in an album, like I was saying, so that I can pass it down to our girls, and so they can laugh at what they were really like when they were little and show their kids.
Yeah, yeah.
Probably we'll have to get two then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And I'm glad our dog was in it. For me, my doggie's always been really important, and the fact that you captured moments with the girls piggybacking on the dog, but also my moments, because my dog has always been very important. My dog came before our kids, so.
What about me?
It was you, then dog, then kids.
Okay.
And sadly, our dog with kids gets kind of moved down a little bit, but she's still very important to us, and you captured some really great moments with her too.
You're gonna cry?
A little bit.